Hey, what's up? I'm Michael. This week I am starting a new little video series, several new video series, and I'm going to be actually drawing in one of my sketchbooks for this. I started a daily drawing thing, which is what I actually started my art video blog about. And so if you've seen that, then you've seen these. This is Oliver from Nino Cooney. Harry Potter and Lord Voldemort. And this is more of a cartoony style of them. Ren and Stimpy. And I'm not going to zoom in or out on those. I guess I can. Well, it don't matter. Not for this anyway. This is Aveline from Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Her top is way too big for her bottom, but I still got the detail in there. What happened was I actually ran out of room at the bottom, so I shortened her legs. Her waist, all of this part should be a little bit smaller, and her waist should be about here, and then her legs would actually fit. So this paper is, I think it's recycled paper, and it's kind of weird to actually draw on. But anyway, with this video series, I'm actually going to be working on comic strip type things, and I'm going to show a book that I bought a long time ago. This is something I bought at a book fair when I was actually in like kindergarten or something. But I'm actually going to draw some characters from this the way it tells me to, and see if that works out for me. So the first one I'm going to work on is Popeye The Sailor Man, and I'm going to start with this. I'm going to try to do it about, let's see, I'm going to start right about here, and I'm going to zoom into that area with the camera, so give me just a second to get it. I might want to zoom out a little bit. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to mirror image this if I can. So he is, the way it has it is he's just a circle, and then he's sort of a, I'm going to say about, I'm doing this my way a little bit instead of their way, but he's about, let me see here. He's actually about 2.5 heads tall for his body, so let's go with that. And the way that you tell that is, I'm going to try to do it on here. You put your lid at the top and then your thumb at the bottom, and then you can sort of come down and measure it. And that's how you sight. Let me move this out of the way. Now I'm going to have this, the comic strip type drawing every now and then. I'm also going to have another new series where I do comic book heroes and villains every now and then, and I'm going to have another series, couple other series as well. But I'm going to try to do just 2 or 3 videos a week. Some of them might be a speed video, and some of them I might be talking in like this. Anyway, let's go on and get the correct layout in for this. I'm going to bring it down to about right here. Okay. And it's got him weird little neck right here. He's got a big old chin. They've got arms coming off of him like this. And down here, they've just got, oops. This is why I like this pencil. You can go back and erase it fairly easy. I have one of the Core, K-H-O-R, I believe, automatic erasers in my other box, but I don't have it out right now, so I would use it if I did. And this is actually more out here, so I'm going to lightly sketch these in if I can. This actually comes out here too, and once it's back here, it comes up like that. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up first before I move on any. Oops, there's one more thing, and I don't understand this, but it has this weird little X right here. I'm mirroring the way that this is in this book, so it's a little bit different. This is just a little thing, so I'm not going to worry too much about that, I guess. I don't know where my brush is actually. Well, everything is in my box, so I'll have to wait to get it. But anyway, that electric pencil sharpener that I have that I was talking about, it actually is somewhat weird right now. It messed up on me. I had it out one day, and about a week later I went to get it out, and when I did, the batteries had exploded in it. Alright, so I'm going to leave that part there. Okay, and now these are, think of a wishbone is the best way I can think of this. He's got a little thing here, and man, I tell you what, I am really missing that undo button on the computer right now. Popeye's got big old forearms, so we're going to give him the arms in the right place. So it's got a little part, and then it's got those, and I'm just going to sort of look at here and do the same thing over here. Now this is not exactly how it is in their book, but it's close enough for me. Okay, and now where that X is, he has a nose that sort of comes out and loops around like that. I'm not really sure what that whole X was about, but up top there's a line across here, and then there's one that comes up right here, goes about a little more than halfway across, and then you have a smaller part here that comes out into a bigger part there. Okay, and let's see here. Oh, he has a weird little thing across there. And then his feet are just like bananas. Okay. Actually, I think I erased the wrong line. Let me go back in there and reset that one just a little bit better. This book is not very good for doing this in, to be honest with you. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit better now that I know its size. Let's see. There we go. Ooh. Let me get, this thing moves a little bit more than I want it to. Alright, there we go. Alright, so the next part is, looks like it's adding the bill of the hat, which is just a part like that. His hands are a little bit weird. I don't know if I can exactly do this right. It's got a part here that comes out like that, sort of stops right there, and then it comes back up, and basically right there it loops around like so, and comes right down here, and you just draw fingers like that. Okay, I'm going to make his arm a little bit better there. Alright, and then his other hand, they have a very weird look. They actually have his thumb on the wrong side of his hand. Alright, so the way they have it here, though, is it comes around like so, and then this is the palm of his hand here, and it just cuts back in right here, and he's got chubby little fingers right here. So his thumb would be over here, and this would be the palm of his hand. I can't stand the way that looks, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. There we go. Alright. I am going to change that up as well. I can't stand having that X there. Alright. Okay, so right here around his neck is a hole. It says to draw the whole circle. I'm not going to exactly, so alright. He has an eye right here, and then on the opposite side of his mouth over here, let's see, his mouth actually comes over like that, and it's, okay, this is a little weird. It's basically coming up like this. Okay. And then they just go back in with some detail work on his shoes. And Jessica is adding percussion for us tonight. Once again, it seems I never get to do a live video where I'm talking live unless she's sleeping, so I can't really wake up in the morning like I'm supposed to on my schedule. I just can't do it for some reason. Okay, so the next part, now this is going to be cool. He's got an eyebrow here and an eyebrow here, like like so. Okay, and oops, I missed something. He's got a little ear there, and then he's got that in it. And going down, he's got, let's see how to do this. You put a circle and sort of make a barrel shape right here. And bring that, because the way they have it is just a corn pipe. It's just straight. You don't want to put that extra loop in it like I did. I was drawing more of a realistic, which I'm trying not to do. Okay. So the next part they have is they put lines on him here. Alright. They have a little thing here and a little thing here. Same thing here. Just like that. This one actually comes out a little bit better. There you go. And you can see if you draw all the way through it, then you can go back and clean it up later, and I'll show you a little bit more about cleaning it up later. I am going to do something with this one, so. Wow. Okay. Popeye has 3 buttons down his shirt, like so. He has an anchor tattoo, and we're going to do that by drawing what looks like an arrow, like that. Okay. So his shirt ends about right here, and then his belt is right here, like so. He's got a butt, a fold, and the back of his leg there. He's got 2 kneecaps. He's got a little piece of pants popping out there. And then in this step he's got, there you go. And now let's see here. Okay, so this comes down here. That's going to be colored in. Okay. What I'm going to do is go on and put in a little bit of how this is supposed to look. Okay. That girl never snores unless I'm making a video or watching something, and then it's like all hell breaks loose. Alright. And just as a disclaimer, I guess I should say, I don't care who watches my videos. If you're not 18, you should probably ask your parents' permissions, because I have some bad language sometimes. And I actually call body parts some things and stuff like that. But there we go. There's Popeye. How about that? Alright. if I can move something right quick, I'm going to get me a pen, and I am going to ink him. Let's see. Here we go. I don't know if this pen will work or not. I don't have a scrap piece of paper to test it on right now either. I guess I'm just going to go in. Yep, it works. Okay. Now, if you're going to ink something, you want to sort of make your lines one instead of doing a bunch of little ones. Just do them as one. So what you'll see here is I'm going in like that. Okay. You can actually sort of make stuff look better after you've learned how to do something from a book. You can always make it look a lot better if you just put your own touches to it. So I am trying to learn to cartoon better, and that's why I'm doing this. So alright, so this comes around like so. I'm going to go on and grab that. Okay. I'm actually going to pull this down a little bit further since it looks like it's out in his hand a little more. And wrap those big old fingers around it. Now, my cartoons, I only give 3 fingers if it's an actual cartoon style. Not all of them have 4 fingers, but most cartoon styles, to make them more cute looking, they actually give them just those 3 fingers plus a thumb. Alright, so and I'm having a little bit of a harder time because I'm actually going in with the pen, and I'm trying to let the camera see it at the same time. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to scoot this way. Sorry for it sort of being off center. I was planning to do something else over here, but this is going to be just one video. So alright. Alrighty. Okay. And I'm going to draw in his buttons. All right. Okay. And I think that I am I'm getting pretty close here. The reason I want to learn cartooning a little better is that I draw Gus, and it's a comic strip type comic, and it's meant to be a really crazy little comic that's like a strip and all, and I just want that strip look to it, somewhat in between a strip and a actual comic book. If you're doing something like this, and you see how I done that in one line, hold your breath. It will absolutely help. All right. All right. Okay. And right here, he's got a little eye here. And it's like he always has one eye shut. Now, I didn't draw this exactly as big as the book is, but it's okay. Alright, so now I'll tell you the pens that I like for, especially for dark areas, are pen brushes. This, oops, I forgot. He's got a hair. And a hair. Okay. This is something I got at Walmart years ago. It's a scrapbooking pen, but it's called Zig Memory System Millennium. Oops, let me see. Zig Memory System. I can get it on here. And then it's the Millennium. This is the 05. I have another one, the smaller or bigger one, and then I have a let me see what other pens I do have so I can do this better actually. Let me set this up here for a second. Okay. Micron and I have a felt tip as well. I'm going to go on and grab that out and go on and pull my brush out because I will be needing it in just a minute. Get that back out of the way now. Okay. So for small things like that, then that's fine. But for larger areas, I have this one. This is another one I got at Walmart for $1, and I have two more that I picked up the other day that I got for $2 that are about twice this big, just in the scrapbooking section. Man, I love pen brushes. They are amazing. I want one of the Pentel pocket brushes, but I have not been able to find one anywhere. Okay. What I like to do actually is go around the edges and darken up everything just a little bit. so I have a bigger border to stay in with the pen brush. You're not going to be able to see that the way that I drew it, so mine turned out a little bit smaller than the one in the book, so I didn't have enough room for some of the details. I put his arm in the wrong place. You might want to extend that out and make his mouth a little bit bigger. And then, like I was saying, I just build up these edges. Build them up so if you hit them, it doesn't matter. Don't be afraid to get right up on top of your art and concentrate on it either. Let's see here. Alright, now maybe I can do it. She's getting louder. And that's exactly why I like to do that, because I just went right over that line accidentally, getting in a rush. I actually have some markers that I want to try using on something like this. Okay. I just hope this isn't bleeding through onto my other paper. Alright. And there we have Popeye the Sailor Man. Make sure it didn't bleed through. It started to. What I'm going to do is just put this behind it. Alright. And now, what you do is you're going to let that sit there for a few minutes. And I'm actually going to use that pen brush for this, but there we go. If you don't know who Popeye the Sailor Man is, I'm sorry, you're probably too young. But yeah, one thing you can do, you can go back also and thicken up some of those lines with that brush pen. So now his hat looks a little bit better. And they have certain things on here that I kind of fixed. A lot of these features, they did not close in. So let's see here. Yep, that's him. There we go. Okay. Well, I am going to clean him up now, and again I'm just going to be using the click eraser. I want to clean it off first before I do this, but I'm just going to go right on in here. So you want to let the ink dry so that you don't smear it all over. Hopefully I'm not going to, since I'm doing this for a video. Ooh. All right, let's see what I can do now. If you have a kneaded eraser, that might work better. This is an old eraser of mine. You just have to keep cleaning that eraser though, to get it to really pick up the extra. All right, and now when I do my next one, I will do it over here beside of him. I'll put 4 on this page. Let me go on. Today is February 3rd, so it's 2/3/15. Sign it in miniature, and so I guess this is going to be about a 40-minute long video. I'll also have a faster video, a time lapse of it, but there you go. See you later.